Hello friendos and randos, welcome back, and here is the top 4 matches. And as you can see on screen now, the top 4 players will be on Blackbeard, Red Rayleigh, Green Zoro, and Blue Purple Luffy. Alright, we are gonna see Wen Kai versus Gavin here on stream. Wen Kai waving at the camera. Gavin letting the stream know, if I'm going first, I'm going to win the game. Alright, so he is going to be very confident in that. However, does still need to win the dice roll, which we are about to see. Wen Kai, famed Green Zoro player from Grand Asia Open. If you have followed, he is going to be playing the Fishman package. Gavin does win the dice roll, in fact, will most likely be going first. Wen Kai, very famed player in Singapore. Gavin as well, very famed player in Singapore. Gavin was in fact at the World Championships just earlier this year representing Singapore. Wen Kai, although hasn't been to Worlds yet, still a very famed player locally. Very good player regardless. This is gonna be a very strong matchup that we see here. Blue Purple Luffy into Green Zoro. Of course, we do want to see Green Zoro drop another Vander Decken maybe into Blue Purple Luffy here. Wen Kai and Gavin both keeping their first starting 5. Let's see how the curve plays out. Now, Zoro, if you haven't learned about him yet, he is going to be a menace in OP 12. Dawn times 3, once per turn, activate main. If Zoro has attacked a character this turn, you may set him active. Then for the rest of the turn, you may not attack characters with a base cost of 7 or less for the rest of the turn. So Zoro always able to get value from swinging into board, will get to swing again into face. Very aggressive for sure. He also has fantastic support. He is a supernova type leader, so can play the 5-cost Cavendish. Not only that, has gotten printed cards such as the 5-cost Tashigi. We are going to see Gavin pass turn to Wen Kai, who does play down Koshiro. And then back to Gavin, goes for a 6k swing into leader and then drops the Zorojiro. Now let's see if Wen Kai has something like the Kuina to rest this Zorojiro. He does not, goes for the Perona. Gavin very happy to see that no Kuina, Zorojiro gets to live. Does go for the Perona here. What will he search from this top 5? Can grab green events or slash type characters. So let's see what ends up being the choice for this Perona. I do see Luffy is the man who will be king of the pirates, and that is the choice here. Being able to set his leader active one more time after swinging. There is a 8k swing into Gavin's face. No ramp, thinking on the trigger here actually. Chooses against it. Now we're gonna see back to Gavin. 5 Dawn turn here will be able to ramp up to 5 and then now to 6. 4k swing into face. Does have God Shred maybe here. Destroying Koshiro and then going for a 6k swing. Now 2 Dawn open, will be able to use Thunder Bagua to ramp all the way up to 8, which is definitely not what you want to see as Gavin. Will Wen Kai take this? Does counter out with the Kozaburo. Now we're gonna see him go to 6. Will there be enough respect for the Thunder Bagua here from Wen Kai? He does drop the Tashigis, attaching 3 active Dawn to his leader. Now goes for an 8k swing into the Zorojiro. The question is, will he swing into face knowing he could play into a Thunder Bagua? Gavin still quite a lot of cards available in hand here. And now with the Koshiro removed off the board, this Tashigi is vulnerable to getting removed from the board as well. Let's see what Wen Kai decides here. Just is a difficult choice. Does he have to play into the Thunder Bagua, or does he just pass and be a little more patient? Does go for a Hiyori here. Still can choose the leader effect, chooses against it, really respecting that Thunder Bagua, not allowing Gavin to have his leader effect 1 turn early at all. Definitely a very big sign of respect, knowing that is an option, doesn't want to allow it. There is the Thunder Bagua in hand, and we do see Gavin has it over there, so very good thing that he chose to respect it. 9-cost Lin does send Tashigi to the bottom of Wen Kai's life. Dawn -1 discards an 8-cost Katakuri. Now we're gonna go back to Kai's turn. He is gonna be on that crucial 8 Dawn turn. We can see something like the 8 cost Mihawk come down here. Gavin still on a very healthy life total with 3 life available. We are gonna see the Hiyori turn sideways, allowing him to search for a card as well. We do see Tashigi available. What other options are there? There is gonna be Kawamatsu as the 2k counter, Slash type Fishman, and Wano type as well. Now, there is going to be a 6k swing, so we do have a 2-drop coming down. It is going to be another Hiyori, allowing Kai to really farm hand size here. Does have another 2k counter in the Hachan, another Fishman available. So, we'll pass turn back to Gavin now. I don't think Gavin is too happy to see so many Hiyori on Kai's board. Gavin looks at his top 5, grabs a 5 cost Nami now. Does he have a Sanji play available? Needs a bit of time to consider, thinking about it. Was hovering, maybe sending these to the bottom. Does still have a bit of time to choose, sends it to the top, goes for the draw. Now on 10, can do something like 9 cost Sanji and still have 1 Dawn available. So Gavin just deciding what's the option here. Is hovering 6 Dawn, maybe has a red rock available to get rid of this 8 cost Mihawk. Quite a few hand cards on Gavin's side. Could always go for another 9 cost option. Goes for the red rock, getting rid of this 8 cost Mihawk very crucially. No Tashigi from Kai. 6k swing into the Hiyori and passing, leaving the Lin active, not wanting Kai to get any value by attacking into it for free. I do see 5 cost Smoker in Kai's hand now. It is going to be 1 Dawn just to rest Hiyori. Maybe looking for another Mihawk to replace the one that he just lost. Looks like that is not an option. This gets the 4 cost OP12 Zoro. Does he have another Mihawk here is the question. It does look like he does have it. 5 Dawn left available for Green Zoro. Only goes for a 6k swing here. Does, I guess, drop that 4 cost Zoro we saw him take earlier. Still no Tashigi. If there's another red rock for Gavin, this Mihawk is flying to the bottom of Kai's deck. Gavin does grab a Zoro Juro from the top 5 now. Kai understanding there's not much value in swinging for more than 6 when Gavin has 4 active Dawn. So just goes for the 6k and develops his board instead. So here we are going to see Zoro Juro taken and then leaves the remaining cards on top. 6 into the Hiyori again. We're going to see it go down. And then 9 cost body here. It is going to be Sanji into 9 cost Lin, removing 4 cost Zoro to the bottom of Kai's life. And Kai is back at 5 life. However, Gavin is at 4, more than he started with. Very, very difficult now. Kai also going to be unhappy with how if he swings this 8 cost Mihawk, he's gonna expect it to be swung into by these 2 Charlotte Linlins and that Sanji for 9k per swing. 10 Dawn available for Kai. What will be the play? He is way too far away from lethal. Just showing his trash here. Only 1 Usohachi in the trash. However, Gavin only 4 cards in hand right now. Kai did have that restand event we saw earlier. However, just not enough swings available. Here is the first 8k swing into Gavin's face. Does take it. What will be the play now? It is Holy Jones resting 1 Charlotte Lilin and his leader. We're gonna see 8k swing into leader again with the Holy Jones. Now 8k with the Zoro. Kai did forget to take 1 life from the Holy Jones effect, so does grab it now. We are gonna see what else is the play. Leader effect from Gavin does go down to 1 life, taking 3 hits that turn. And going all the way down to 1 life. Now has the gear second available, taken off the top 5 for Gavin's leader effect. And I don't believe Kai will have another opening as good as the one that he just had to apply pressure onto Gavin. Here is gonna be maybe Charlotte Pudding sending Wenkai's big hand all the way back into his deck. Now he has to shuffle up and hope he draws enough counter to protect his Mihawk and Hody Jones here. Here it is. Wenkai shuffles up, will draw into 5. We did see him farm so many cards, search so many 2Ks earlier, but will he be able to get them back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards here. Let's see if he can counter out of Gavin's attacks into his board. We are just going to swing leader instead here. 6k swing from Luffy. So Wenkai needs to count. Is he in danger of lethal here? The answer is no. However, the following turn is going to be dangerous. Here is 6 into leader, 9 into leader with Charlotte Linlin. Does take. Here's 9 more into leader. Tashigi available on the top life here. And then 1 more swing from Gavin. We are going to expect that as well. 9 from the Charlotte Linlin. Wenkai does take it. 9 into leader again, setting Wenkai at 0 and leaving 6 Dawn open. Gavin is saying, I have enough defense. I am not worried about you. 8k swing from the Hody Jones, countered with that gear second we saw him take earlier. 8k swing from Mihawk. We're going to see how countered by Gum Gum Giant. Dawn -2 draws 2 cards. Wenkai here, what does he have left in the tank? We know he took back that Tashigi. We know he took back that... Oh, that is just gonna be a 12k swing into the Sanji. I do see Thunder Bagua for Gavin, so he can use that to counter. Does use that, in fact, Thunder Bagua. And then we're gonna see a 12k swing into face now. Gavin takes the hit. Restand event, 12k swing into face again. Does Gavin have enough counter? That is gonna be quite a bit available. Layout for the stream, bro, says Noel. Gear second into 1-1-1-1. And there it is. Gavin wins the game. Takes it this time. Counters out of Zoro's big 12k swing off the back of Charlotte Pudding. What a powerful card. Gavin flips it out into the table, showing yes, these are the winning options. And wow, what a winning card it was. What a fantastic game for sure. Charlotte Pudding, what a powerful ability, being able to reset the hands of your opponent, turn the tides of everything. Gavin is going to be going to the Asia Finals. And Gavin just clarifying, we are friends, no disrespect, everything is good. Noel popping his head on the stream. That being said, Gavin will be going to the area finals and the final match of today's area final. Let's see who he does end up playing against, whether it is gonna be that Rayleigh or the Blackbeard in the final match. That being said, that was all for the semi-final of Friendos Randos, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Peace out.